ChatGPT just hit 800 million weekly active users. And in this video, I'm going to answer the question that so many people are still asking about it. Is ChatGPT actually safe to use? The answer is yes, but only if you take a few specific steps to protect your data. And that's exactly what we're covering today. By the end of this video, you'll know 5 steps you can take to configure ChatGPT so you can brainstorm ideas, analyze data, and get work done without worrying about where your information ends up. Hi, I'm Andreas, and I created the Everyday AI Guide channel to help people like you and me use AI safely and confidently. I do the deep dive into AI tools and teach you how to use them so that you can focus on what works for you. Let's learn what's possible. First thing you need to do is turn off a setting that maybe you don't even know exists. When you open ChatGPT, click on your profile picture, then go to Settings, then Data Controls. You'll see a toggle labeled Improve the Model for Everyone. If you're on a free or plus account, this is turned on by default. Turn it off. Here's what that does. When it's on, OpenAI uses your conversations and any files you upload to help train future versions of ChatGPT. When you turn it off, your new chats and uploads stay in your account. They're not added to the training pool. This only affects new conversations from the moment you switch it off. It doesn't change anything about your past chats. It also doesn't delete your chat history. Your conversations are still there. This just stops them from being used for training. The second step is knowing when to use temporary chat. At the top right of your ChatGPT screen, you'll see an icon that looks like a dashed chat bubble. That's temporary chat. When you turn this on, 3 things happen. First, your conversations won't show up in your sidebar. Second, your conversation is not used for training ChatGPT, even if you forgot to turn off that setting we just talked about. And third, OpenAI keeps a copy for up to 30 days, but that's just for safety and abuse monitoring. Then it's permanently deleted. Here's what you need to know about how this actually works. Temporary chats are designed for short, focused sessions. If you close your browser or the app, that conversation might likely disappear. So if there's anything you want to keep, copy it before you close the window. This is perfect for one-off questions about sensitive topics or when you're exploring something you don't need a record of. But if you're working on a longer project where you'll need to reference past conversations, use a regular chat instead. The third step is the most practical one, and it's something you can do right now without changing any settings. Before you paste anything into ChatGPT, pause and ask yourself this question. Does this identify a specific person or company? If the answer is yes, abstract it. Let me show you exactly how this works with a real example. Here's a sales spreadsheet with rep names in column A, client names in column B, and sales figures in column C. I want ChatGPT to analyze this data, but I don't want to share the actual names. First thing I do is duplicate the file. Then I go through and replace the identifying information. John Smith becomes Rep A, Sarah Johnson becomes Rep B, Acme Digital Marketing becomes Client 1, Tech Corp Solutions becomes Client 2. The sales numbers stay exactly the same. The structure of the data stays the same. I've just removed the identifiers. Now I can upload this anonymized version to ChatGPT and ask for analysis. ChatGPT gives me the exact same insights. It can identify trends, calculate ratios, spot patterns, and make recommendations. But I've kept the real names and real companies completely private. The fourth step is building a simple cleanup routine by forming the habit of regularly deleting old chats you no longer need. Here's how it works. When you delete a chat, any files you uploaded in that conversation are deleted along with it. According to OpenAI's policy, deleted content is permanently removed from their systems within 30 days unless they're required to keep it for legal or security reasons. The simplest approach is to set a recurring reminder. Once a week, once a month, go through your chat history and delete anything you don't need anymore. It takes a few minutes and it keeps your account cleaner and more secure. The fifth step is understanding what should never go into ChatGPT, even with all of these protections in place. Remember, ChatGPT is still a cloud service. That means your data is being processed on servers you don't control. Here's what you should never paste into ChatGPT. Don't share client or employee names along with their private information. Don't paste account numbers, passwords, or API keys. Don't upload medical records, legal documents, or financial statements. And don't share anything covered by regulations like HIPAA, PCI, FERPA, or SOX. If you need to work with that kind of information, there's a simple solution. Rewrite it as a scenario or a hypothetical instead. You can still get useful guidance and analysis from ChatGPT without exposing the actual regulated data. This approach keeps your workflow productive and compliant. You get the benefit of AI assistance without putting sensitive information at risk. My name is Andreas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.